Welcome back in CK2, where we are joining the newly crowned Conrad V of Franconia, who took over at a young age of 29 as an heir already, and his motivation is also to groom an heir. Scholarly focus, okay. Lots of powerful vassal brothers because they inherited a lot of territories. We have our rival is the former regent. That's pretty bad. I also noticed that our brother wanted to kill our father. So right now we still have a chance to arrest our brother. As soon as we let the game tick, I think it will make that plot invalid. So that's a question whether we want to arrest our brother. We can nominate a successor to Germany. He will definitely not Prince Popo, because he was, I think, the old person who we fought against. So let's go with our father's old friend, the Duke of Hessen. We have open council positions. So firstly, our brother here is an excellent diplomat. Our rival is our spy master. That makes, of course, no sense. We will definitely not tolerate that. Steward, we have pretty good people, but it makes sense potentially to nominate one of our brothers, although this one we could arrest. I think it makes sense to arrest him also. Does it? Let me think about it. He's a mediocre character, doesn't have an heir. So yeah, we will arrest him for trying to assassinate our father, because we know about it. And he's only a half-brother, to be honest, so we will think about potentially revoking it, or we will just let him sour and eventually will inherit it. So he will not be the steward. And my other half-brother, he's not particularly great at being a steward, so for that reason we could put him as the spy master if we trust him enough. Let's do that for now. Then we can, in that turn, nominate a better steward, and we can nominate a pretty good court chaplain who will definitely try to convert back Krine, and also we need to convert back this territory eventually. So then about next priorities, I think statecraft is fine. Troops is here, makes sense. Collecting taxes makes sense. So now we can still imprison our rival, which is a great situation in general, but he has 2.3 troops. We cannot even dream of getting that many troops right now because we are just not good enough at anything like that. We do have our wife who could support us, but not by much. Do we want to stay on the scholarly path, actually? Do we want to stay on the scholarly path, or do we realize that we need to focus ourselves a bit more on other things right now? So we know that war is coming. Special actions we will not take. Title loss on succession, that's fine. We will not create any new duchy titles. We can press a claim against Thuringia. We inherited a claim, I guess. And Orva from some family side. We did not inherit the claims that we did not press on Ulm and Württemberg, but we remember them. Potentially we will try to press for them. Holy War on that. Could it also be making sense if we had the support of everything? We do have a lot of money, so it's not a question of, like, ideally we would get our brother's domain, because then we can raise troops from there as well. So let's see about revoking that title. The council is overwhelmingly not in favor of this. Makes sense. Could I buy a favor from you? Yes, for 200 gold. Let's do it. I think it's worth it. Buy favors. Oof, too expensive, too expensive. Buy a favor for 80? Yes, please. Can I buy a favor from you? For 80? Yeah, please. Somebody said no. Graciously accept the gift. Or revoking title, are you seriously? Of course not. Of course not, my liege. We're not going to bow down to this nonsense and take it. If we learned one thing from our father, it's that you cannot tolerate this nonsense. If you tolerate it once, you will get continuously screwed over by these kings. So let's try to consolidate here by trying to escape some stuff. Yeah, probably it would make more sense if you came a bit more down here. You can also get mercenaries, of course. Oh, one sec. Ideally, let's say you don't walk through them. Okay, they're fighting up here. That's too bad. Okay, so how's the overall picture looking? He has 6k troops, apparently, and we have 11k. So by any logic, we can win this if we can just get things consolidated and make a smart moves. Oh, my son, yes, call the court physician, of course, please. Sec, why are you going over there, please? That's not necessary. So you're coming down here to Fritzlar. That's good. Then please you go up here. Okay, they're now trying to cut off some of my supplies, but that should be fine. Please come up here to Fritzlar. You too. You too. I don't know why you're going back there. So come up here, please. They're fighting this host. That's perfect for us. So we'll just jump on some of their back rows. Pleased to report that Martin von Görlitz has converted to the Catholic faith. Okay, that's the least they can do, otherwise they get burned at the stake. Okay, awesome. Then we will go up here for the next fight. Call the court physician, something's going around here. Okay, unite the troops. And we will put myself on the sideline. I'm a little bit craven though, right? Yeah. Maybe my rival can be in charge here, not me. Okay. Flat terrain. I think here in northern Germany we're fighting in flat terrain, so let's say we're more flat terrain expert, even though back home here a little bit more hilly. Special tithe. That's good to hear. Thank you. That brings me to the point we could look at whether there's anything we can build up. Although, yeah, I think we want to keep the money here now for things to be necessary. And we are going to go ahead and where's the king's headquarter? Thurngau, Zurich go. Okay, the king of Zurich, I see. Alright. Let's go to Zurich. Although now that we are a little bit have a large army, I cannot hold a temporary title. Alright, otherwise that would have been a good opportunity. Although I feel like with a rival like that in your back, perhaps we want to backstab him. We're a bit craven, so perhaps trying to get him assassinated could be done. What would be the odds of getting that to happen? Yeah, I could see that that could happen. Not the most likely odds, but hey, we'll see. Okay, we're fighting the king's men again. And be holy one. And my son has become an elusive shadow. Let's find you a good wife. Oh, a genius Greek woman. That makes sense. We're now a little bit more prestigious as a family, so why not marry a little bit foreigners? Okay, child focus needs to be done. We will educate my next son with war focus. Open council position is just the advisor. We'll temporarily have that only open while we are at the king level rank. And we managed to get the Godfrey of Steyr. 70 gold for the war chest. Arranging a marriage between my courtier, the Norwegian. Why not? It's fine. So, I think we are significantly hurt our liege, so then we will enforce the demands. And the king of Zurich is no longer our king. Who will instead be the king? King Poppo. Of course, with a weak claim, of course, again. So that will be no nonsense, right? King Poppo, you will not do any nonsense. You swear. So we can go against him. There's an 18% chance of imprisoning him. He has like a lot more troops, but we have on our side the ability to summon mercenaries. Okay, we'll summon the Breton band, and then we will arrest him, which of course failed, expecting me. We will put capable commanders here. appointing me as a counselor, steward. I accept. Does that make sense? Yeah, more or less. We're not the worst at it. Yes, we're going to crush my rival here. He does have a family. His son died of cancer, so his inheritor would be Beatrix. So it might be that we actually take all those titles from him, considering that he doesn't have a big family to take care of, or like that there's a huge... I mean, the woman doesn't need to inherit, basically, would be the thought process, I would say. Might as well go to us, then. And we will make sure that the daughter here, she's married off to somebody worthwhile, so that she's taken care of, and that man can then provide for her. She doesn't need to inherit. So, I can teach my courtier flat terrain. Sure, that sounds fun. Okay, we're sieging things down quickly enough. I think we're going to seek another battle. Question just is how we get to Bamberg without crossing a river. That would be from Pilsen? Yes. But they're going to probably leave before we arrive, right? No. Okay. Special title. My regent shall be... my brother, I suppose. Although he has cancer, let's hope that he recovers at least slightly. Who shall be inheriting Germany? Tending to say that it might be us, but we are a little bit too craven. So let's go with the Duke of Hessen. The Dukes of Hessen have been fairly good with us recently. Whoa, who joined here? He just got some mercenaries, I think. Did he? I think he got mercenaries. Yeah, he got mercenaries, but he's still losing. Okay, all the more important now that we rout him and make sure that he's taken care of. Both to Fritzlar. Okay, let's follow them. As I said, it's quite important that we strike against them when our troops are roughly equal. Okay, our brother died, unfortunately. Or he's no longer spy master anyway. You are no longer spy master, but you are still alive. I guess that's fine. Maybe it's too late? Somebody died here. This was the guy who was set to inherit the northern territories there. Now one other kinsman of mine is to inherit. Okay, he's a good guy. But let's focus on our spy master. Our spy master shall then be you. He's in hiding because he's fearing that somebody wants to kill him. Oh yeah. Who would kill a traitorous bastard like you? That'd be me. Title revocation under no circumstances. Learning him temperate. Okay. Not the most effective to go across the mine river here, but that's fine. We routed them pretty good. So let's do a quick siege. The Prince of Decadence. Not that we are concerned with that. So quick looking. My one brother died. Yes, we have a new half brother here. So a half brother here. Let's try to get him educated by my other brother so that we can form him in our mind. Then we have here a half brother. Is that the same one? Any chance? No. We will also make sure that we are assigning a suitable guardian for him. That shall be my brother as well. Here in mind, my nephew took over. So my nephew, we will try to assign a guardian as well, a suitable one. Could not be us, supposedly. It's my half sister shall perhaps be then. I will not accept it. I see. Let's deal with that at a later time. Perhaps you can get a way to influence these youngsters to be loyal vassals instead of annoying upstarts. Now we're sieging down Fürth. Let's go through Pilsen back to Bamberg to seek another battle. Yes, and we almost got him. There's a few raiders here in Weinsberg, which we might take care of on the way. So let's then follow them up here. Probably they will go back to Münster, where they fled to last time. And that we will put them to battle here in Paderborn. What's some Iceland people here doing? Alright, as the enemy scurries away in the battles like frightened rabbits, you wipe the sweat off your brow and watch in silence. It was a hard-fought melee, and you were in the thick of it, personally leading the men to victory. Not only have you won this battle, but also a great deal of respect. I'm not so much the leading type, but I guess I was more like in the tents behind the thing. So we're already ticking up to 100%. Just a second. We are dealing here with what? German-Norwegian de jure holding war over Rügen. Okay, that's what our king is dealing with. And we'll let him. I mean, if we're not going to take up the 1%, we might as well siege the siege the church here. I'm a bit concerned about my wife Maria. Eating so much might not be good for her health. Should not mention anything like that to our wife, surely. We're kind, tempered, we're a bit shy. Don't think we should be so outspoken about her weight. It's not good for our health. The audacity that they're now sieging Würzburg. Crazy people. Alright. By any other names? My lord, Theodorus approaches me. Would you be the honor bestowing me a nickname upon me? I will call him the Handsome. I do not want to spend prestige to honor courtier necessarily. And there we go. That should give us 100%, right? Yes. So we have here Belka, Suwalkica, Catholic. I'm sat next to Belka at dinner when he tells me about a family of pagans which was attacked in his capital, Stettin. They will never see their friends and relatives again, the poor souls, Belka says with a heavy sigh. Such senseless violence. Temperate and kind. A bit craven, yeah, my heart aches for them. I have sympathy for pagans, I would say so, yes. And then we will put my uncle or something to jail for rebelling against me. And let's see what we can actually do with him. Well, does our council allow us to revoke some stuff? Yes. Very good. So I don't know if we can revoke everything. If we cannot, what would be my preference? I suppose Worms, probably the ancestral seat of the house. Would make the most sense. So let's start with that. Worms. Yes, please. Can I revoke more? Nuremberg. Yes, please. More. Then the new one. Now we have a truce. Okay, so we made him significantly less powerful. We took 2 of his domains into our personal holdings. That should be really good for us. So we're now building up our things again here. So Castle Town for tax income would be good, Nuremberg has been sieged down quite a bit, but let's build a castle town when we're reconstructing here. Children lack focus. My son, he shall become, well, I'm a diplomat, right? By trade. Yeah, I think we want to educate him with diplomacy then as well. The region of Franconia, that is a good question. Who shall be regent? We know that this position is really important. So we will make it to our brother, Count of Werner. Count of Werner. Where is Werner? Ah, yes. All the way up here. Yes. Count of Werner, that will be your position. Also educate him in diplomacy. We could claim Thuringia for right now. Makes not so much sense. The Prince of Arles. It could make sense to do this holy war just from gameplay perspective. It's probably a pretty easy war for us to win. The question is we are out for maybe consolidating this area here, but otherwise we're not so much of a person. We have sympathy for the pagans, but they're not pagans, they're just misguided Christians. Well, I will think about it. But for this episode, that shall be it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.